Thickosaurus Podcast.
Welcome back to the Thickosaurus Podcast. I know that you guys missed us. We had a little bit of a hiatus. This is going to be episode 53, and your hosts are
Michelle,
Molly. And Melissa.
and then of course you have me, Anna. We're back. Can you tell that we're wow? I just glitched, guys. I just like, can you? Woo!
the
coffee.
He has like too much caffeine.
No worries. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you so much to our listeners out there. We had heard some feedback, and they're like, "Are you guys coming back?" Well, of course, but you can't know when we're coming back because that's how we get you, lure you in. So, this episode, we're just wanting to kind of recap why we took a little break, and then also just kind of catch up with everybody. So, I guess we can kind of start off, open up the floor and just say why we took a break. It was just kind of like, when your favorite show has a little break because, the editors, the writers are, revamping the show and stuff. And so that's what we decided to do. Did anybody do anything interesting during the break?
I feel like we did the same thing.
Which is?
We all did the same break where we kind of had time to ourselves.
Mm-hmm. That's actually essential to life, too, if you really think about it. Like resting, doing nothing.
To have some alone time by yourself. Relax. Although having kids, that rarely happens anyway. So
I was going to be like, if that's the case, then what kind of ways did you take rest then? Because, realistically speaking, as a parent, it's kind of hard. So how did you do that? Like, whatever you're okay with sharing.
I'm an open book anyway. For me, I often forget to take some time to myself. So, what I end up doing is disassociating, which is not good because what my husband says, what Chow says is that he notices sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I will go hide in our bedroom and death scroll.
Oh, yes.
And kind of just tune everybody out for like a good hour or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I do. But I know it's not the right way to do it, nor is it the way I actually want to do it. But that's just kind of what happens. So whenever I do remember to ask for some me time, that's what I do. I just tell Chow that I need some me time.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a couple hours this week to, leave the house without the little gremlins following me everywhere, being needy and stuff like that. Because Jensen, my youngest, he's been super needy. Like he does not want anybody else but me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we encountered that yesterday.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Was it yesterday? No. Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the nose wiping, he will not let anybody wipe his nose except for me.
Yeah, it only took once for him to say no, and I'm like, well, here, bring this tissue to your mom because you are about to eat your snot. And he's like, okay.
So he's been super clingy and overwhelming. So, but whatever I can, I just ask Chow to watch the kids for a couple hours, and usually I just go window shop or, pretty much just window shop and just kind of roam around the town.
Okay.
Like a hooker. No,
Oh,
just kidding.
my God. Oh, my God. Insert soundboard.
Oh my God!
No. Just making sure y'all were awake.
I was listening and then I hook her. I'm just like,
I meant our listeners. Yeah. But no, that's pretty much it. I didn't really do anything new. I'm also starting my press-on business back up. I took a little hiatus from that too because there was just a lot going on and I couldn't focus. and I also had what is it called, an artist block or whatever, to where like I just like no creativity was just like coming to me. And it's I kind of blame it on my mental health too. So because of that, everything slowed down to a stop. So I just took a little hiatus from it.
Yes.
And so hopefully, with me revamping it back up, that I can start creating little press-on art for y'all's little fingers.
Let's give you like
So,
a couple seconds to plug yourself.
plug. Right
Like
here.
what's your little like
what's
reintroduce your business.
Oh,
and-
yes.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes. It's Preston Poppy. It is a press-on nail business. I offer a product. So I don't do any services. So I don't do manicures or anything like that using drills or tools or whatnot. I just make the products, the nails. So I basically design press-on nails for you depending on what you are wanting on them, depending on the event that's going on. So I do have an Instagram and a Facebook page. It is Preston Poppy. So if you want, you can go have a look. I'm starting to try to put more content on it. So it's kind of in the beginning stages. So not as much as I would like to be on it, but it will give you an idea of what I do and the art basis of what I like to do. So if you're interested, just come on by my page and have a look, see if you have any questions, or you want to do a little inquiry of a set, just DM me. Always available. I will always answer. So, yeah.
Pressed and Poppy. Thank you so much for that little plug. And we always support everybody here. So, yay. All right. So, Molly, what did you do?
Hung out with my boyfriend.
Did that help you reset too?
I guess, yeah. It's just, he, I guess, made me go out a little more and not, like, be a homebody like we usually are. So, although I can't walk for that long anyway. You know, I'm much at the waist, you know.
Which is a waste.
When I see a chair.
You'd be like,
A chair.
it's a chair. It's mine. That's what she says. It doesn't even have to be a chair. It just looks like it could be sit on, and you will sit on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stairs.
Is
The
it because
floor.
The floor.
yeah, the floor.
The
Is it because
floor.
you have flat feet?
I think it's because flat feet. Because usually whenever I walk, it's usually only like the lower back part. But then it's also because like Anna said, we tend to like arch our back pretty often. And so that because of that, all that weight is like bent backwards, so all that pressure is at the very bottom.
It's crazy because when I feel that pain, I actually
I
tuck
flip
it
the
back
other way.
in,
Yeah,
and it does feel better. And I'm like,
Yeah,
damn it.
Like
That's
tuck
right.
your butt in? Like
No,
your-
No,
just
like
a little
you-
bit because you can feel that.
you
know,
push your belly out,
we-
kind of.
Because girls, they stand with their butts sticking out, and apparently that's the wrong posture. So if you feel pain or pressure there, then you just really tuck in your pelvis a little bit, and you already feel the pain.
you kind
go
of like
away.
slouch over,
Yeah.
a little bit.
So like,
Oh.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're,
It's kind of like when you're twerking.
yeah.
A little bit. It's like the same move when you're twerking.
Yeah.
So like
Just-
your spine like this. That's women
If I knew
we
how
walk.
to twerk,
Mhm.
I would
And
know.
then whenever you try to not have that hurt anymore, you move it
You
to
just-
where it's
yeah,
like this.
There you go. That's like
Oh.
perfect.
Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you just like
kinda
tuck your
butt-
pelvis back
yeah,
in
tuck
a
your
little
butt
bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
I
also
was
I
like-
think it's because for work I sit all day,
Mm.
Yes.
and technically we're supposed to take breaks every so often, but it's like you're so busy that you lose track of time, and then once your time that you usually take a break is gone, and it's like there's no point in you taking a break because it's already close to like lunch or something.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Plus, I don't think I walk straight or like walk properly. I like keep. I don't know if you guys do that, but I watch the way I walk, like when my feet land,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, it looks like my ankles kind of are a little tilted a little bit, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yes. Because when I wear your tennis shoes and I feel your imprint
Yeah,
of your foot,
but then there are some times where I purposely just kind of
Fix it. Or?
I just stand there and like my ankles, I kind of make my ankle lean like that, just to rest, but I don't always.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know.
So
Your
do your
imprints.
feet automatically like invert like this?
I
when
want
you're
to say
walking?
invert this way. I
Yeah.
would say more of this way.
Knocking.
But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I've been watching. But then again, it also could be because of the shoes. Because technically, the shoes in general tend to tighten your feet into the shoe.
Yeah.
And so it purposely makes it a certain way when you
Mhm.
walk. And so knowing me and my wide ass feet, I'm pretty sure my feet probably are not comfortable in it.
Well, my personal input is that when I noticed that, because as I've gotten bigger, when I've noticed my feet does that.
Yeah, it
It
leans
rotates out.
outwards.
So I have to like,
Like you
I
waddle.
always put it back. Yeah.
You waddle
a little
more?
bit.
yeah, I noticed that.
I
And then when I
noticed
sit that,
Well, yeah, I
and when I
noticed
sit
the
too, I
waddling
noticed that
too.
my feet does that too. So I have to fix it and push my knees together when I
Yeah.
sit, especially when I sit, and I'm like, why am I doing that with my feet?
Yeah, I usually do that too, and I catch myself, and I was like, okay, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
So I don't waddle a lot when I walk because I focus on how I'm walking.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think also because we've been eating a lot of carbs, and so I'm pretty sure with all the carbs I've been eating,
Just making your feet swollen.
my legs have been pretty swollen, and so sometimes they hurt over a period of time, and I'm just like, man, I gotta lay off the carbs.
It's just
The
the sugar.
salt.
It's
The
the
salt,
sugar
too.
and the sodium for us. That's why.
That's why I was like, no more ramen.
You know, I did. I was talking to my chiropractor because I got my standing desk, and she was
Yeah.
like, "So you stand a lot now, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I stand a lot."
Yeah.
And she goes, She's like, "That's also not good too, because
Mhm.
therefore your blood is not able to flow properly too."
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, "There's I forgot. There's like bodysuits that you can wear, like medical grade bodysuits that people wear that they wear under their clothes because they stand a lot. So like nurses and people like that wear it.
Oh,
under.
those compression
Yeah.
sleeves. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she was like, so there's bodysuits or like leggings that you can wear for that, so that way it's circulating your blood while you're standing.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, yeah, you should take a look into that. And she showed me. She's like, look at mine. She like pulled up her pants. She's like, this is mine that I'm wearing. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, they're kind of expensive though, but mine has lasted me for about maybe 3-4 years now.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, so she's like, it's kind of expensive. Maybe like, she's like, I don't remember, maybe like $50-$60.
That's actually decent for medical grade
Is it like
stuff.
Yeah.
socks or is it just like?
It's like leggings.
I think
the
it's like
whole-
compression socks for
Yeah.
your lower half of
Because
your
I
body.
did buy
Yeah.
some.
Compression socks.
They're kind of like compression socks, but they're not. It just cuts off at the ankle,
Oh.
so it's just right below the knee and the ankle area.
Um.
I mean, it's good to just wear those because I heard it's good to prevent blood clots because we're old
Yeah.
enough now to care about that, guys. Blood
Oh.
clots.
Yeah, and when I wear them, yeah,
Scary.
they do work, but I think over time, if you shift them, then it's gonna mess up the whole thing, and then your leg is gonna freak out. Because since we're short, especially since I work all day or sitting down, my legs kind of dangle
Me
from
too.
the chair, so like there's like no flow. So like by the time I put my feet down, my feet are like, what's happening,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I do I tend to want to buy the footrest thing for my feet.
Oh, I have one at work
Yeah.
because nobody claimed it. So I was like, okay, it's mine now.
I think they said that
I
as
take
long
it.
as your legs are in a 90-degree angle, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because it shouldn't be like resting like this, but it should be where your legs are 90 degrees.
Yeah,
And so your
'cause-
feet has to be flat.
Because I noticed, like, if I sit on a chair for a certain way, if the end of the chair hits a certain part of my upper thigh, I lose, like, circulation
Oh.
on the bottom part of my foot.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's
I have
not
to
good.
sit weird. So I have to, like, either sit all the way up to the back of the chair or sit, like, towards the edge of the chair in order for that not to happen.
Same.
Okay.
You're gonna have to buy a little butt cushion or something.
Okay, I did have one. It was the flower one, but I kept sliding off my chair. So I was just like, forget it. I'm not going to use it because I kept sliding off.
Man, us short people and our sufferings.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. Hashtag short people problems. Well, thank you, Molly, for sharing. So basically, you learned how to not be a homebody.
Yeah.
That's good.
to go enjoy life a little
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
What about you, Liz?
I got off of social media.
That surprised me when you
Yeah,
told me
I got
that.
off of social media. So
That's
I
a
got
big
off of Instagram, and I got off of. I mean, Facebook. I get on here and there because
Family thing.
yeah, just family things that come up, and then the meetings and stuff that we're always in. But yeah, but Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram since February.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to get on TikTok more, but even with TikTok, it's like here and there.
I've heard people they purposely like schedule time away from social media too,
Yeah.
or like some people have apps that you can like schedule like, okay, I make this certain time of the day where I can't access it and I'm locked out from it until the next day. So
Yeah. So that's what I basically did with Instagram. Instagram, I kind of just cut it off cold turkey because like I was kind of like Michelle, where I was just so stressed and so overwhelmed, especially at work, that that's all I did was
doom scroll
over and over again. And then like 4 hours go by and I'm like, shit, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. And then one time, a couple times, it's the whole day.
Yeah.
And I did 8 hours of death scrolling. I didn't do anything. And so that's where I was kind of like, okay, you know what? I think it's time for me to step back a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah. And so I didn't delete Instagram. I removed it from my phone. So I still get like notifications and stuff that people like send me messages
You
or
just
they'll
hide it from yourself. Yeah.
me. Yeah, but I'll just hide it so that way I won't click on it, because when I first did it, the first I think day or two, I kept clicking on it on accident. It was just automatic. Yeah. Click, and I was like, oh shit, no, stop. And so I removed it, and I removed Facebook as well. But I keep Messenger because
that's
it's
how
family.
people communicate now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's some times where I'm on Facebook here and there, but Instagram, yeah, that's bad for me. So I got off of Instagram for a little bit.
So you're still off of Instagram right now?
Yeah, I'm still off of Instagram right now. I mean, I'll probably go back on. I don't know when, but here and there. But I kind of been liking that I'm not on Instagram as much.
Okay.
Because I started gardening.
Gardening?
Wow.
I started gardening, and they're actually growing. And I'm so proud of myself because out on this windowsill here, I planted dahlias, and they're growing.
Aw.
Yeah, they're growing. And so I was like, they're growing. And then Mom and Dad came back from Minnesota, and she got us some chicken herbs. And so I picked them up late at night, and so I didn't have time to go plant them. And so I stuck them in water, and the next day they were dying. And so I was like, no. So I stuck it into pots outside, and they're still like kind of dying. But now that I'm looking out, though, some of them are regrowing.
It takes some water to regrow.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, they're growing.
So then what? So after that break, then what did you learn, or what results came out from this social media pause that you did?
That I do have time for things. I just
have to make time for it.
Yeah, I have to make time for it, and I just have to remind myself, especially with gardening, to be more mindful of myself, because I'm mindful for other people and other people's things.
Yes.
But when it's me and what I want, I'm not mindful with it.
That's like that TikTok video that we were talking about. How like maybe it's just the way that women are raised. It's like you support the village or your support system. Like you will always be down to help them if they're in need, or if there's something that needs to be done, you'll do it for them, but for yourself, you don't do it, like that video we were talking about. Me and Melissa talked about it, where this girl on social media or on TikTok, she was saying that she was in a therapy session.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I
then
remember.
she was saying that her therapist was like, when was the last time you did something for yourself? And then she was like, what do you mean? Like, what did you do? Like, oh yeah, got my nails done, blah, blah. But it wasn't for an event. When was the last time you did that? And then she was like, oh, that's a good point. I don't know. Like, when did you do it just because for you?
Mm-hmm.
Not because of an event or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, like you, it resonated with me too because I'm like, oh yeah.
Kind of like when I bought that stupid stamp.
I told you too, remember? She was contemplating on it.
Cause
She-
because the stamp was a cute little chicken, angry chicken,
Yeah.
and it was like $8. And I'm
Mhm.
like, do I want to spend $8 on this stamp? Like, I don't know. Why would I even get it? Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for me to
She's
get it.
trying to talk herself out of it.
You know, so I was like, there's no reason for me to get it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get it. And then I came home, and then the next day I stamped it for the first time. And it was so freaking cute. And it made me so happy. And I'm
See?
like, oh my God.
It's the little things that bring you joy. You know, like I said, I guess it's just the way that we were all raised, where it's like you had to, because of survival, we couldn't buy things that just because.
Yeah.
So we will only buy things to survive. You know, food, and then clothes, because if you have raggedy clothes that have holes in it, you know, then it won't look good, or it just like you need new clothes. So, and I told Melissa, I was like, it's going to make you happy. It's not even that expensive. Just buy it. And she goes, what would I need it for? And I was like, what? Why do you need it? I asked her,
reason.
we're in the store. I was like, why do you need a reason to buy something to make you happy? You already know that you like this and that it's making you happy right now. So just get it. It's not even like super expensive, like $20. That's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know? And she was like, okay, I think I'll get it. And then when she stamped it and she showed us, I was like, see, it brought you joy, didn't it? It did.
Then again, keep in mind that it was only $8 in a very expensive store too. So that's
Yeah,
why
I know.
like,
But then yeah,
it was just funny because it was only $8.
she was just kind of like contemplating over it. But yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah, like I had 6 anime books in my hand, and I was contemplating on an itty bitty stamp.
Yeah.
That was not even like worth half of how much a book was.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I had
that's
like
right.
six of those manga books in my hand, and I'm like, do I really want this stamp? It's $8. That's expensive.
The moral,
Yeah.
the moral of her story is like it's like you just buy things that are gonna make you happy, because at the end of the day, as crazy as this sounds, it's like you gotta love yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you know, if the analogy I always like using is you can't help feed anybody if your kitchen cabinets are empty. So you gotta go feed yourself first, whether that be pouring love back into yourself, buying things that make you happy, and then you would be able to help other people, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Liz.
I know, right? Me too. I'm so proud that my plants are growing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
That's all she's putting out.
But
hey, man,
That's
I
better
mean,
than
but
nothing,
that's still
though.
good,
Yeah, it's good.
Because
Good
usually
job.
it's me who has to have to handle the plants.
yeah,
out there.
that's a great like new little hobby that you're getting into though.
I was telling
Yeah.
Anna, I was like, I don't know if I'm just getting old,
Mhm.
but like my dream now, one of my dreams is just owning a flower field
Mm.
and just growing flowers and selling flowers. That's all I care about.
Aw.
Like that's it.
Because it makes you happy.
Yeah, it's like that's all
Yeah.
I want to do is just buy land, have a flower field, and then just sell flowers. That's all I want to do. I don't know if that's old sounding.
No, it's what makes you. Everybody's joy is different, you know, whatever hobbies it is. So I'm just happy that you found out what it is now, you know, instead of feeling lost, like, I don't know. So if you think about it from the last time when we started at the very beginning of this podcast, you're like, I just don't know. And if you think about it now and you reflect right now, you're a different person than you were back then, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
It means growth.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's all I want to do, man. So like, I even asked Dad, because Dad has land, and I was like, hey, how far is your land? And he's all like, it's about an hour away, and I was like, never mind. I'm not gonna drive an hour every single day
Yeah.
to go water my
plants.
flowers and
Yeah.
then come back. It's okay.
You need something that's not too far,
yeah.
like maybe land that's only between like 30 to 45 minutes away. Or is that too
Yeah.
far for you?
I don't think it's too far.
As
Like
long
it,
as it's not an hour. And
like I even
more.
asked Mom. I was like, "Hey, can I use your yard?"
Yeah.
She was like, "For what?" And I go, "Just for flowers." And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead."
She's like, go ahead, because you doing all the stuff for yourself. Clean up after yourself. No, Mom.
No, was telling you, just be cautious, because if those flowers are weeds and dad them come and do the weed picking,
They're gonna pick it out.
they're gonna pick it out. So you're just gonna have to tell them.
No, mom's pretty good at that.
Well, it's usually because dad's usually the one who does everything outside.
I mean, unless you just like do wooden stakes and you
Probably.
you're gonna have to like block it off. And be like, you can do everything else, but inside the box, okay?
Yeah, because I think she was asking me. She's like, "Can I just?" She's like, "What do you think? Just me just planting these wild weed
Aw.
flowers at mom and dad's?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, "That's okay, but you better let dad and mom know, because if not, they're just gonna think it's weed and they're just gonna pull it
No,
out."
I think that if you're good at just planting them and then you just box it, they're pretty good, you know,
Yeah.
and not destroying those flowers. So
Yeah.
wow.
So yeah, so I'm just being more mindful. Like I was so excited when I had to repot some of these because the pot was too small because I didn't have enough soil at the time, so I put it in like really small pots. And I was like, I don't know if this is ever gonna grow back. And then was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was Friday.
It's Friday.
I was replanting them and I looked at the bottom. There's roots now.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's growing. And I stuck them into pots, and then now I'm cutting off all like the dead leaves.
yes, you're supposed to
Of
do
everything,
that.
'cause
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna cut these off, so that way like it doesn't spend energy trying to
Yes.
grow something that's
Yes.
already dead.
That is correct.
And I'm like, wow, Melissa, you are officially one of those Hmong aunties who do nothing but garden.
But there's nothing wrong with it because gardening is therapeutic too. It's one of those very old like pastime hobbies that doesn't require the internet or anything, and that's what I'm personally trying to get into. It's a hobby
why
that
I-
doesn't.
That's why a lot of
require
people, Asian people, do have like the bonsai tree where they just literally just take care of that one
Yeah.
bonsai tree and they prune it, they trim
that's
it.
true.
they do all
Gardening
that.
is almost like meditating,
Oh,
almost.
yeah.
So
At least you're growing leaves and stuff and not science experiments.
Shut up.
that's
go away
a
from
conversation for another time, I guess. Well, good job. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you for growing. Proud of you of getting out of the
Oh.
house.
I also learned that I was getting old because
Why?
my vision is not being very well.
Oh,
At least like early in the morning when it's like super dark outside
Yeah.
and at night, because I realized I have hard time seeing at night.
Do you have night blindness?
when I'm driving? No, I can still see things. It's kind of like when you're farsighted, it's just hard to see what you're reading, but I can
Oh.
still see stuff. It's just, I think it's also because of the phone and social media stuff too, where your eyes are not adjusting
Yes.
enough.
accordingly, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like sitting there, I'm like waiting for my eyes to readjust, and then sometimes it doesn't readjust, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be late for work because in the morning I have like the news playing, the live news on my phone playing, just to hear the traffic and everything.
Oh,
That's an old thing.
Yeah,
I don't do
we're
that.
just
I do-
growing up.
I
that's
do
all.
that
all.
because it tells me how the weather's gonna be, what's happening, and just to see how
That's a mom
the
and dad
next
thing.
weather thing.
That's what your
Yeah.
parents did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, I would say that like recently I've been getting into like stuff that's whatever I'm doing now. I'm like, oh my god, I'm my parents. Like the stuff that they would do in the morning, or the stuff that they'll go around and like clean up or do around the house, and I'm like, oh, that's so sad. I'm growing up. It's sad,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
Yeah.
getting old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
waking up early, coming home after work, taking a nap, getting up, doing dinner,
Mm.
Yeah,
laundry
yeah.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other day, or this past week, where you guys were cleaning.
We were cleaning.
We were cleaning. Don't air quote it. We were
I know.
Cause I was like, I thought Melissa was like gonna clean like the whole room, like her whole room. This was like where you're gonna see the floor
You can't see
you
the
can't
floor.
see the floor.
at certain spots.
Okay,
Okay.
if you think about how Melissa cleans,
But yeah, but like I said, how Melissa
it actually
is
cleans.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, how she cleans is
Like,
clean.
In order for me to clean, I gotta get rid of what's on the floor, which is
Yeah,
clothes.
yes.
In order
Yeah.
to do that, I have to separate what's donation
too.
and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
So
It takes her a while to do.
We're
that.
like-minded. I had to do that too, and I'm like, I can't clean up anything else unless I sort the clothes that are all over on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because I was when you guys were doing that, I managed to clean my room too, because I was able to take everything out of my closet, get everything that was needed to be donated out.
Damn, those nostrils are so large. You can stick stuff up them.
Her?
Yes, her. She's all.
Because it sounds like she's saying it took Melissa all week to do it, and Molly did it in like 2 days.
Well, that was because that's all I did that day. That's because I knew that you guys, because I knew you guys had all week to do it.
It's like, well, it's what I texted you guys. Texted you when you're like, I'm not that old yet. I'm like, well, pin a rose on your nose. You know?
That's why I said yet
Yeah.
at the very end, sarcastically. But yeah, I was, because I knew since you guys were going to be doing it all week, and then you guys were doing the thing on Friday. So I was like, okay, then that means I have to kind of quickly get everything down, because I already knew what things were needed to be thrown out and what needed to be donated, and plus the big bin of the moon clothes was been out there since October. And I was like, I really need to get that back into the closet, but I couldn't because all the clothes that were in the way. So I managed to get everything out of my closet, and then got rid of, was it 5 bags of donations.
Yeah.
Woo.
And we carried that son of a bitch down the stairs. 3 flights of stairs. You're welcome for a whole week.
Hey, you guys offered to say, hey, go do your things and see what you need to be donated and stuff. Cause we're gonna
We
donate.
didn't have to.
And I was like, okay. And then that's what I did. And then I managed to put everything back into the closet.
I thought all she had were clothes, but
Uh-huh.
some of those bags had shoes in them, and so the heel kept scratching up my leg down the freaking stairs.
They were like a few shoes.
And I'm like,
Like 2 bags out of the 5 had a few
I told Mike
shoes
too, and he had 2 bags of clothes. And I was like, oh, okay, it's not bad.
because I bought stuff thinking that I was gonna wear it, but then I ended up not wearing them, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, there's no point in me having it then. If
It's
it,
true.
yeah.
So a lot of them are still in the shin bags, so I just threw it in the bag.
Or I'm like, oh, I forgot I bought this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, but then I just threw the donation.
Yeah.
'cause
I'm like, oh,
I survived
forgot.
without it, so there's no point in me having
That's
it.
true. That's very good thinking about it. But
Yeah.
me and Liz, if we saw something like that, we'd be like, but I didn't wear it yet.
Yeah, because there were some things that my boyfriend bought me too, and I was looking at it, I'm like, I haven't worn this yet. Donate, sorry.
No, don't be
But if it
sorry.
was the
'cause it
expensive
belongs
stuff
to
though,
you.
then no.
Well, it belongs to you already. That's like the whole
Yeah.
thing about gift giving. Like when you give it to somebody, you can't really be salty about it because
Yeah.
it becomes their property now or their
And they
thing.
can, yep, and
They
they
can
can
do
do
whatever they want
Yeah,
with
so
it.
he's like, yeah, I don't care, it's yours now. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just
Yeah.
no, I get
Hey, at least I got rid of that box that's been in that big clothing box that's been in my room for 3 years.
oh yeah,
I got rid of that.
3 years,
Good
y'all.
Lord,
3
3 years.
Thank God. Thank God I got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I've been trying to get me and Child to go through our closet too. Mainly him though, because he keeps holding on to like old clothes, thinking that he will
We'll be
fit.
skinny again.
Yeah, we'll fit them again and stuff like that. Or like he liked the style that he was wearing back then, and I'm just like, babe, that style is not in anymore. Just
Oh.
and you can't fit it.
Oh.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
If you survived more than 2 years without
Yeah.
it, then it's usually kind of gone.
That's true. Like if it's tucked away, it's kind of like the out of sight, out of mind.
Unless
so
it's
that's
like-
how I got rid of
Unless it's
mine.
like a memory, then yeah, you can keep it for
Uh-huh.
like memory wise.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm kind of like Chow too. Like, I had to sit there and like Marie Kondo it and be
Yes.
like,
thank you.
"Thank you. You were I really liked you. I could still wear you if I lose weight, but that's not true. But you really did give me joy, and now I'm gonna give you to someone else so that
Who
way you
need
can
it.
give them
Yeah.
joy."
Mm-hmm.
It sounds stupid, but I had to seriously say that to myself out loud.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because I
Getting
wasn't
rid of
really
some stuff.
attached to my clothes like
Yeah.
that. Maybe that's probably why. I just, oh, that's cute, and we're, oh, that's cute, okay. And then
Or like,
just
you
wore
made
it.
me feel pretty. Now it's time for you to make somebody else feel pretty.
Aw.
Yeah.
Mm.
I had to do that with all of my dresses.
Oh.
Yeah. So. But yeah.
All right. What
Yeah.
about you?
Well, I was
Yeah,
just
no.
saying to summarize it. I was saying that I'm proud of you for growing, and I'm proud of you not being a homebody. That's good. And I'm proud of you for like being able to take your time too. So, yeah. I mean, for me, just during this break, it's just a lot of putting me first. you know. So choose me, love me. What is it? The TikTok sound?
I don't.
I think it was
Did
choose
nobody-
me, love.
Yeah, that
me.
sound. Yeah,
like that.
choose me, love me. As crazy as that sounds, because me and my therapist, we've been talking about what I need to work on, not like to improve myself, but just more of like to help me move along. And then I'm just kind of like, oh, I want to do things that just make me happy. And so I've been just doing things without like feeling guilty about it, and allowing myself, giving myself permission to do it, you know, because a lot of times, because the way that I was raised, it's like I can't do anything without someone's permission. So because of that, I was just like, can I do it? Do I want to do it? Like I question a lot. And so now instead of questioning, I just go, I want to do this, and I just do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. You got the freedom, girl. Just do it.
Yeah. So that's what I've just been doing a lot, doing things that just make me happy, and cleaning, which is funny because I was telling Melissa this when we did our spring cleaning, that I am a clean person if I'm not like stressed out, if I'm not
Yeah.
overwhelmed. Like I'm clean. I'm probably more cleaner than Mike, but but it just really depends on my headspace, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would say so. Because yeah, if I'm in like in the actual like clean mode, then yeah, I will get stuff done. Like cleaning my room within 2 days. What I did. I was surprised with myself that I did that.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because
Her?
no, because you can clean yourself. Okay, I'm so jealous, or I should say, is it envious of people who can clean their, like if they put their mind to it, they can clean it, right? But for me and Melissa, I'm like, I can't do this because this is stopping me, and then that's stopping me, and then that's stopping me, and now I'm just forget it. I'm just gonna lay here.
And then I get overwhelmed.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I can't do it.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm
yeah.
like, I think we have ADHD.
Oh, I know I do, because Mike was like, I can't understand what you're saying, and I'm like, I don't either.
Well, apparently, I think they said that technically, I think ADHD is hereditary. So technically, it's probably either one of your parents that have it. They just don't know it.
It was probably both of them,
Yeah.
honestly. But
Which one would it be ours?
I
think it'd be
I
dad.
would say dad because
Oh.
He's very like,
he is like
That's
that.
true. He
Yeah.
always has to be doing
and
something.
then he has hoarding problems where he hoards all his stuff.
I was like, mom's really good
that.
at
mom's like,
doing
you
what she
either
needs
get
to
it,
do.
throw it away, or I'm gonna come in there and do it
Yeah,
myself.
she's more adamant. But then I can also see that she would also have it too, but it's just not as severe.
It's not as extreme, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just during this break, took some me time, bring things that bring me joy, and then also just reflecting a lot. And like, I don't know what it is, but for me, I just been reflecting and being like, you know, being kind to yourself and other people is actually really hard, because the way that society has conditioned us, it's very easy to just kind of go along with things that aren't like the nicest thing to do or say and stuff. And so you're just kind of like, oh wow, like I don't know, I just started thinking about things like that during the break, like, oh, you know, like I want what kind of person I want to be, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Same. I would say the same. Kind of like reflecting back to just like the whole cleaning stuff, and then what kind of person you want to be, because I kind of all
It goes in
That-
this full circle.
yeah, that kind of all what made me actually like get off of social media and like started gardening, because during I think I told you guys this, like in January when I pulled my Azula moment and I cut off my bangs,
Yeah.
because I think that was like the peak of like my stress
Yes.
level.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I Azula'd my hair and I cut off all my bangs. And at the time I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I cut it, and afterwards I'm like, oh shit, what'd I do? But then at the same time, it was just like a weight that was lifted
Yeah.
off of me. And so I was just kind of like, I don't know what it was, but I was just at like a very unstable mentally,
A low point.
low point. And then I was just kind of like, oh my God.
I think what it is your nervous system and everything was just overwhelmed, and you had to do something to hard reset. And that's what worked, was cutting your
Yeah.
hair. So
Yeah, and it was just like I just cut off my bangs, and then I cut off a lot of my hair actually, because I did like the whole butterfly cut or whatever it was. But afterwards, I kind of felt so much better, and then I kind of was like, okay, Melissa, I guess now it's kind of time to like get up and stop complaining so much. Like, it's not gonna get any better, so might as well just shift your mindset a little bit, and then kind of just take the good out of whatever the hell's happening right now. And so, and I also noticed that with like my room and stuff like that too, because like what you said, you know, when we were so stressed out, that our room is just everything is everywhere.
It represents your mental state.
Yeah. And so whenever I cleaned my bathroom, I like deep cleaned my bathroom. Like I sat there and I scrubbed that freaking tub. Okay, like
somebody I came out and she's sitting on the couch. She's like, I cleaned my bathroom. I was like, what? And she's like, I cleaned it. Like, and I was like, okay. And then I went to go see. She's like, just don't look behind the door.
That's where all the dirty laundry is. That's right.
Don't look behind the door.
I was like, okay. So I peeked over there. It was like literally clean.
Yeah, it was.
I was like,
clean.
oh, okay.
She looked over and went ding ding.
Well, the first place that looked was behind the door, because she said not to look behind the door. You know, because I already knew what was gonna be behind the door, and I was like, watch it be like the clothes and stuff.
Yeah, and like I cleaned, I mopped, I bleached,
Because I heard her. I heard her that morning too. She came to my bathroom. I think she came to look for the bathroom stuff, and I was like, that better be Melissa, because I was still sleeping.
Took me like 2.5, 3 hours to do.
Yeah, me
I
and Melissa.
sat there and I was just.
Me and Melissa, we talked about that cleaning, how we have to make it into a habit to clean continuously. Because I was talking to her about, I like listening. I used to listen a lot. I need to go back and listen to it, to NPR's Life Kit series that they do. It's their podcast that they do where it's a different host every time, and they're trying to work on a certain personal problem. And one episode was a problem about cleaning. And she was like, me and Liz were like, I need help. I can't clean anything. Like, I'm not good. And then she brought in who she thought was an expert. And she was like, you're clean. Like, what do you do? What is the secret? And she goes, I'm always cleaning. And I was like, I don't want to always clean. Me and Liz were talking about it. I was like, I don't want to always clean, but that's the truth. You are always cleaning. You're always cleaning, and that's what makes it, because it's only going to take a couple minutes to clean versus when we, like, have to clean for the sake of our health, then it takes us hours and hours and days.
Yeah. But although when I cleaned my bathroom, I was like, it's clean.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, like my brain was like,
it clicked.
It was relieved.
Yeah.
That it was clean.
Well, yeah, cause
and I was like, oh my God.
She was like,
oh my God, now I gotta go freaking clean my room. So I cleaned like half of my room, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I kind of get excited when I have to clean my dirty bathtub, because I was like, I know it's gonna be dirty when I spray the thing.
yeah.
And I'm just like, disgusting. but then I go clean anyway, because it's like, at least I know it's clean.
All I heard was you, Baba. Disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. You heard the church bells ringing and choir singing. You heard it, yeah.
Yeah. And
Me
then there's a lady on TikTok that I told you about where
Yeah.
she's like, us ADHD people, like we have to keep constantly say, because like, I don't know about you guys, but once I put something down, I leave it there.
Yeah.
And it's
Same
going to
here.
stay there for like days.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so she's always like, so for us ADHD people, you have to constantly say, put it back instead of leaving it there. So she was like, so constantly whenever I'm like cleaning or whenever I'm doing something, I constantly tell myself, put it back. And so that's what I've been doing.
Put it back.
Yeah, put
Put
it
it
back.
back. I was just telling me and Liz, we had this conversation about cleaning while we cleaned. And I was like, put it back in its home, Anna. Put it back. It needs to go home.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
put it back.
okay. And so I'll put it back in its home. Here.
That's just me talking to my kids. Put it back.
So
Like,
it is.
Put it back.
It's all about reparenting.
Yeah,
You know,
It
put
really
back.
is. Like,
Because
that's
it's like you lose your things because you don't put it back. You know, it's like if you're done with it, put it back, and then you know where to find it. You know,
Yeah.
with my boys and like their phones. Oh my God.
You know, you should just be very obnoxious and give them really big, annoying phone cases.
They're still gonna lose it.
Yeah, they're still gonna lose it, and it's like it's like the boy. It's a man thing. Like you can point to it right in front of their face, and they can't see it.
That's like the TikTok.
Whoa.
The little boy.
Yeah, the little boy who couldn't see his
couldn't
jacket
find
on the
jacket.
chair. I'm just like, oh my god. It's like seriously, and they would only look for it for like 2 minutes, and then be like, Mom, can you make it the ding sound so we can find it? I was like, no. It's like, it's your phone. Go find it. This is why I tell you, when you're done playing with it, go stick it on your charger.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, like y'all said, put it back.
Yeah.
Put it
so,
back.
but
That's
reparenting.
Michelle in my head. Put it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this period of that period of my life, just that's why I feel a lot more refreshed now. Is just reflecting, cleaning, and also just actually realizing that all these years that I spent in therapy, what's gonna get me to feel better is I have to. People who actually are healed, they need to feel their emotions and then pick themselves up and then carry on. So the reason why we're having trouble is because we don't let ourselves feel our emotions or experience what we need to experience and then move on. And then so that's what builds up. And then we Azula.
Yeah.
Right
I think
there.
one of the days, too, I
So-
came home and I went straight to my room and I just screamed. And Molly was all like, bad day at work? I was like, yes!
I was just sitting on the couch. I think I was ready to take a nap.
Oh my God, did she Regina George? Did she go in there? She goes,
I don't know. All I heard was she came out. She came in. She was breathing really hard because of the stairs. I don't blame her because that's me
Yeah.
every time.
And I went straight to my room and I just went, like, not even Regina George. It was just an ugly scream. Not even into
It
a
wasn't
pillow
like
or anything.
it wasn't like a bloody murder scream, but it was
Yeah.
just some like you knew she was just frustrated.
did you feel better afterwards?
I did.
I was waiting for her to bring out the what's it called, the book.
Oh, the
Burn book?
The burn book. Such a fugly bitch. That's what I was thinking of when she went in there. That's
Yeah.
immediately what I thought. Mean Girls reference. She screamed and then she said, "Such a fugly slut, whore." I think it's whore. Yeah. So,
Something like that, yeah.
but yeah, just did a lot of reflecting, and so I'm excited for our listeners to see what's gonna come for this period of time. For our next couple episodes. So I'm excited to share with everybody. And we're going to have a lot of really silly and dumb and derpy moments. Laugh, cry, like usual. So, yeah, be on the lookout for our episodes that are coming out. And so we are back and we're excited to share. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next time, okay?
Yeah. Bye.